that's the second time I've ever forgotten my headphones. What's up, guys? Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and we are live. We are talking comic books, man. So, anybody else see Infinity War? No Infinity War spoilers here. Literally, nothing. No spoilers here, because that would be a bad thing. That would be a bad thing. So, ixnay on the Oilers space for the Infinity War. Maybe I should just do the whole trailer or the whole podcast in Pig Latin. What do you think? Anyway, no spoilers, seriously. So I was just at the store and I just got ka-chang! I got Songbird. I am so excited to have seen this. You saw it? Nice, Dick. Isaiah, what's up, dude? Sean, what's up, brother? So check this out. I got Songbird. I am so excited that I got Songbird. Hey, guy from Red Bank, what's up, brother? No worries. You don't go to the movie theaters though? Oh, okay, that's fine. No illegal streaming, not cool. I mean, unless you're in one of those countries, in which case I understand. I had to do it too. So anyway, yeah, no spoilers because not cool. The only spoiler-ish that's going to be given is you'll see the, hey, what's up? You died. What's going on, Red Black Cane? Yeah, dude, like that was so sad, so messed up. Anyway, like every emotion you can imagine. So anyway, the only spoiler-ish that I'm going to give-ish is what you see right there. Captain Marvel. I did a Captain Marvel Explained in a Minute, and I am so happy with the results of that video. Literally, dude, like, more than... I put the thing up, and I had about 30 views inside of about 3 minutes, which was pretty surprising, because my stuff usually takes a while to get out there. You know, I'm not a huge channel. So that was cool. Like, and now I got almost 3,000 views. I might have 3,000 views by now on just that one video. So that's cool, man. That's cool. I wonder if that's going to surpass my Cloak and Dagger Explained in a Minute, the original one, because that one, dude, man, that just took off, and I was shocked. I'm like beside myself. But anyway, that's actually my biggest video. But yeah, I figured this was just the perfect time, and literally, you're looking at a guy who literally has not had sleep in days. I'm not exaggerating, I'm not saying, I've had a little bit of sleep. No, I have had no sleep in days, dude. Days. Why? Because I'm dumb, for one. Two, how the heck do you get, oh, hey, that's actually kind of cool. So this goes on behind so that her hair can actually come up. Dude, that is awesome. You guys can expect a Songbird Explained in a Minute. Eventually, pretty soon, because this is an awesome character. This is, look how beautiful she is, man. That is amazing. Yeah, the detail and everything. I'm just going to sit here and play with her for the whole podcast. Hi, what's up? She got her hands in these big old ninja chops. You know, like she literally looks like she should start, like, that's no Kung Fu grip. That's a Kung Fu ninja chop right there. Yeah. But, yeah, I love that. And it comes with one of the BAF, the Build-A-Figure, the Thanos right arm. And nobody actually cares about Thanos' right arm. He carries the Infinity Gauntlet on his left. But anyway, yeah, I'm probably going to put that up for sale because I've got my Diamond Select Thanos up here with the Mistress Death that came with it. So, like, this is the best Thanos, and it's huge. Thanos should literally be looking down on people, especially if you see the movie, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I'm going to put that up for sale on the local place. So anyway, yeah, I'm so excited about that. And, what else? What else we got? Oh, hey, I just came back from the thrift store also. What do we got over here? Hey, Joe Fisher, what's going on, brother? Oh, you bought the Captain Marvel, the complete collection. Awesome. Yes, it is very, very good. Not the Carol Danvers Captain Marvel. No worries. Yeah, Captain Marvel is freaking awesome, dude. So, Bill, did you ever read Silver Surfer by Dan Slott? No, I have not. I keep on hearing it's really good, though. So I do plan on doing a spotlight on story on that one day soon. Literally, like when we find out that Silver Surfer is going to make an appearance in the movies, expect that Saturday is going to be my Spotlight on Story. Anyway, I actually already have a Spotlight on Story made, and it was set to go up. I had it scheduled and everything, and I took it down. I took it down because I was going to do the Ghost, and the Explained in a Minute, the Ghost from the Ant-Man and the Wasp movie. Took that down because once I saw Infinity War at the very end, they gave that, you know, hey, guess what's coming next? So I was shocked because, like, I'm just sitting there like, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, cool, yeah, I figured something like this would happen. But everybody in the movie theater, like, easily half the people in the movie theater were like, okay, so what does that mean? And I was like, these people don't know Captain Marvel. Of course these people don't know Captain Marvel. Why would these people know who Carol Danvers is? Oh, shoot. Okay. I guess no sleep for me tonight. Literally, I didn't even watch Agents of S.h.i.e.L.D. yet. That's why there's no review up. I didn't even watch Agents of S.h.i.e.L.D. So I don't know if that ties in or not. I imagine next week will. Next week should be the season finale, if I'm remembering correctly. Anyway, yeah, so there's that. Anyway, yeah, so I've got... So I literally, once I heard that, I was like, crap. So I just stayed up the whole night, and I did my spotlight on story, and I put together an explained in a minute really quick. And I'm glad I did, because the positive response, and you could go down in the description below and see the explained in a minute for Carol Danvers. Literally, you'll be back in about a minute and a half. Anyway, yeah, so I got 2 comics at the thrift store today. I got Infinity, issue number 3. That's cool. I'm digging that. You know what I'm saying? Anything with Quentin Quire, dude, I'm in love. I love Quentin Quire. The dude is awesome. And then I've got this, which is falling off at the Staples. Love it. I love it. Just a Betty's Diary from the 1990s. I don't actually have any of these. Well, now I do. And I just figured, you know what? I should have like one Betty and Veronica, one Betty's Diary, one Archie. You know, so I figured I should have something like that, you know? So, yeah, that's why I grabbed these. Anyway, let me get also my cool comics that I got this week. What do you call it? Oh, I actually found another another print, and it's a good price too, of the War Thor. This is actually first edition, first print. So I got another issue of War Thor. I was happy at that. And check out some of the other things I have. What do you call it? I think this 25th anniversary, I think it is, whatever it is. Loves me some Hulk, man. And I love these borders. These borders are the best. Like, to me, there is nothing better than these borders. And when I die, I'm not joking when I say this, when I die, I don't care if there's a picture of me necessarily, but I would like to have this border on my tombstone, because I think that is freaking awesome. You know, just have like Professor Bill, my face, and then like the Marvel border around of all the characters. Like, that I think would be absolutely awesome. Got this because I'm already scheduled to go up and meet Jim Starlin at the end of June. So I'm going to get him to sign that for me, get a photo op real quick, and see if I can't get an interview with him. Oh yeah, check it out. The first Marvel Comics Presents. Yeah, very excited to have gotten that. And it was just the right price. It was $5. I'm like, are you kidding me? Only $5? Give me 2. They only had 1. I got the first appearance of Angela. Like the genuine, not just the first appearance in Marvel. No, the actual genuine first appearance by Neil Gaiman's Angela from Spawn issue number 9. Yeah, her first app. That's awesome, dude. Last but not least, I know there are 3 of the first appearance of Psylocke in her Japanese form after the Siege Perilous. There was the one before this, which is her actual first appearance thus, but that was $20, and I wasn't going to pay $20 for it. I should have gotten the next one that came at, this is the second appearance. I should have gotten the next one also, which is only $8. I might, if it's still there, I might actually go back and grab it. But as far as this one is concerned, this is actually the first appearance of her Psy Blades, which you can actually see right there. This is the first time she actually shows her Psy Blade. So, yeah, like, I was actually more interested in that than anything else. So, yeah, I got a whole bunch of cool stuff. Like, this was a pretty good week for me. And then today getting Songbird. Oh, also, I finally grabbed this. I've been waiting to find this on the, like, used, so I could buy this. So, X-Men The Gifted by Peter David. Awesome. Dude, like, the dude's just amazing. The dude's absolutely amazing. This feels exceptionally heavy for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it got wet. I don't see any water damage. That's the weirdest thing. Like, it just felt so heavy. Anyway. Yeah, it doesn't have that new book smell. That's a little annoying. But it is what it is. Oh, I got something in my eye. Oh, first off here, let me show you this. I got, and it actually works. It actually works. Hey. Okay, so go on. Oops. Start, dude. Yeah. I don't know if you guys know Pac-Man, like, you know, some of you younger guys, but Pac-Man was just the best. Let me turn that off. Oh my god, I am so excited. I got a little tiny Pac-Man arcade game. Little handheld, and I can just dee. I'm going to. I promise you. I absolutely am going to. Ah, this thing keeps going to my eyes. Here, let me show you this last thing that I got. Here, oops. Let me just, no, I can't bring the camera around. So check this out. I got a new alarm clock. I already have an alarm clock, but now I have this Superman alarm clock. And yes, this laser on top. Weirdest thing, right? Well, That big S, by the way, that the hope symbol, is actually a snooze button. Okay, let me show you when I turn off the lights. If you guys can see this behind me. Can you guys see that? I don't know if you can see that, which would be a real darn shame. You can kind of see it behind me. Anyway, it says I wonder if I can just put it on the ceiling. It's not going to show the same. It's not bright enough. Oh well. Anyway, it actually says the time. It shows the time and the Superman symbol with the TM trademark, which I think is the weirdest thing. It's like you really have to show the trademark symbol. But anyway, I wonder if you can see some of it on my hand. There you go. You can actually see some of it on my hand. But that's actually the Superman symbol and the time on there, which is just awesome, dude. So I showed my wife this. And I was like, hey, babe, check it out. And she looked at it. She's like, oh, that's really cool. Oh, it's got the time. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Okay, cool. She's like, so where are you going to put this? Like, you know, what do you need it in here for? I was like, no, I don't need it in here. I'm going to put it in the bedroom. She's like, you're going to put it in the bedroom? Well, yeah, I'm going to put it in the bedroom. So, you know, we have an alarm clock. She's like, we already have an alarm clock. Like, yeah, but we got an alarm clock that gives a certain time, like, for the day, but I want the one for the morning also, so we'll have two different alarm clocks, and, you know, just, what's the problem with two different alarm clocks? Just, you know, in case. And she's like, she starts, like, looks like she's actually hyperventilating at this point. I'm like, baby, you okay? She's like, okay, just wait. And she's, like, breathing, and she's, like, visibly, like, her shoulders and her chest are, like, rising. I'm like, baby, you're going to be okay? Do you want to sit down? And she's like, no. Why? Just wait, just let me. I was like, you gonna be okay? She's like, why do we need that in the bedroom? Like, you got all this, you know, the superhero stuff in here. This is your room. Why are you expanding the man cave? I was like, well, the world is my man cave, but the point is, no, yeah, I'm just gonna put it in there. It's gonna be cool. I was like, babe, check it out. This little thing, just imagine, the time will be on the wall. And she's like, huh? Can we put it on the ceiling? I was like, we can put it on the ceiling. Okay, that's not actually so bad. I could literally just roll over and look up. I don't have to look at my phone. I was like, exactly. That'd be awesome, right? So I talked her into it. She's actually cool now. But she was going to freaking hyperventilate on me. That was insane. Like, come on, it's just man stuff. Come on. So, anyway, yeah, I had some fun with that. Red Black Cane, you skipped that wave. You know what? I'm kind of okay with the idea of skipping it also. The Serpent Society, guy looked pretty cool, the Cobra from Serpent Society. The Proximate Midnight, I'd rather the comic book version, but no, the Taskmaster. I don't actually have a Taskmaster. I've had plenty of opportunities to get the Ultimate Universe version of the Taskmaster. Not even interested. I'd actually rather have the other one, like this one or the first one. I kind of see the Superman symbol. Not a Superman clock. Oh, wait, what do we got here? Superman, not a Superman clock. Oh, wow. Will there be a Twitch stream of you playing Pac-Man? That would be awesome, wouldn't it? Good idea. Good idea. What else? 2 alarm clocks is too much for her. Yeah, it's the 2 alarm clocks thing. That must be it. Stay in your cave. Yeah. She actually told me, she's like, babe, you need to stay in your lane. I was like, say what? Really? Did you just use stay in your lane on me? Anyway, no, I talked her into it. She loved it. Yeah, dude, you actually got a Edward Brewer. That's the funny thing. Like, I have a lot of geeky stuff in this little room. I need a bigger room so I can put more of my geeky stuff up. I transfer out my geeky stuff every so often because I don't have enough room to display it all at the same time. I need more like a geek hallway as opposed to just a geek room. You know what I'm saying? So, so as far as my man cave, what do you call it? But she likes geeky stuff too. It's just she doesn't like the same stuff necessarily and not at the same level. But what I did was we were out and I found a Data action figure for her, one of those little 6-inchers. And she just, actually no, excuse me, it's more like a 4.5-incher. Anyway, she looked at it and she's like, oh my god. I was like, I know, kind of cool, right? Because she loves Data from Star Trek. She's like, check it out. And she's like, what? This is so cool. I was like, I know. So I took it home, and it's extremely posable. So I was just like, you know, check it out. You know, like lots of our points of articulation. So I put it in the position where he's kind of like this. Yeah, I know. He is supposed to. James Gunn is still talking about trying to get him to play Wonder Man. So there you go. See, Raven. I like Raven. Raven's cool people. You know what I'm saying? He knows what's going on. So I put him in the parade rest position for Data, and she just looked at it. You know, when it was out of the box, she's like, oh my god. okay, you know what? I kind of get what you're saying now about the geeky stuff. She's like, I know you got your geeky stuff, and I know you like it, and that's all I care about, whatever. But now I'm kind of starting to feel it with the data figures. Like, you see that? And what's funny is she's the nerd at her work, too, because she's got a big Kylo Ren, and she's got a big Black Panther, and I think I told you guys, she stole my Jim Starlin, my Brian Stelflee's autographed Black Panther poster. Thief. She also took back her Doctor Who nightlight thing, which actually has the TARDIS on it. Took out the nightlight and just kept the thing, and it's like, dude, come on. So anyway, yeah, she's got all that stuff. She acquisitioned it from me, and now she's got the data figure she's going to put on her desk too. And it's like, now you get it. And she's like, I think I might actually wear a Star Trek uniform to work. I was like, see, you get it now. So the clock, we're good? You got to have fun with it, man. I heard 6 inches is the average. Yeah, but I'm Sicilian. P.A. Stewart, once it leaves the cave, it expands all over the house. Poor Miss Bill. She has lost the war. She has lost the Infinity War. That's the thing, though, but she loves it. You know what I'm saying? She likes it. She just doesn't necessarily like my geek stuff. She likes more Doctor Who. She likes more Star Trek. You know what I'm saying? Like Next Generation and Voyager are her 2 favorites. You know what I'm saying? And me, I'm more like the Marvel and DC stuff and, you know, whatever else, you know, shall follow. But, yeah, she kind of... I think it's just a little bit too much for her at that moment. Like, it's late, she's tired, you know what I'm saying? We just went down to 8, but I guess she could eat again. You know, it is what it is. Anyway, so yeah, she freaked a little bit. She's good now, though. She's good. Now, let me point this up. What happens if I point this up? I need to actually tighten that thing. So anyway, what do we got here? What for me? What's for me? What's for me? As a kid, I remember playing Pac-Man on the ceiling over my cousin's house. On the ceiling? Jealousy. What do we got here? Isaiah Quinn. I want the live-action Captain Marvel to have a mohawk with the face helmet. I did actually like the face helmet with just the mohawk part of the hair coming out. That was actually kind of cool. She wore the first Marvel now. It would be cool. Actually, you know what? That's the figure I got. I've got Captain Marvel up here, Carol Danvers, but I wanted her regular face on it. I do actually have the switchable Mohawk helmet head, but I just like this one. I just think that like she's drawn so beautiful, and I know a lot of people, you know, there are those other comic book channels out there that like to just insult other, you know, that like to insult the comics and insult the writers and insult everybody who exists. Whatever, man. Those people they can't come near me. But, you know, like, as for me, I think that Carol Danvers with the short hair is beautiful. Like, I look at the art in there, I'm like, that's actually really, you know, gorgeous. As of late, the art is more just, like, pencil heavy and just kind of, like, left whatever. But, you know, like I don't care about, you know, the whole, like, you know, oh, she's got short hair, they're making her look like a man. No, they're... Maybe, if that's the way you look at it, okay, whatever. I think that she's beautiful with the short hair, and, you know, it is what it is. I just don't really like the stories. That's the problem. Margaret Stoll she has to get more comfortable with writing comic books. She's still writing her young adult novels, and I'm just not into the young adult novels. Internet user, what's up, dude? I'm reading Silencer number 3 right now, taking a break, reading 1 and 2, read 1 and 2 last night. Not sure I'll keep following it. They're changing the artist. Actually, they did just change the artist recently. So issue 4 is out right now. I just put out the review. Did I put out the review? I reviewed it. I don't remember if I put out the review or not. If I didn't, it's going to go up tomorrow. Either way, it's actually pretty good. Yeah, it's only the front cover that doesn't look good. But again, that's John Romita Jr. He's just doing the cover now. He's not doing the inside artwork anymore. So the front cover is like, it looks okay until you look at the guns pressed against the face masks, and it's like, that's not how face masks go. Like, you could actually do the face mask thing and take a picture, and then, like, that's what I used to do. You know what I'm saying? In fact, when I want to do that, I will still do that. Like, I'll put my camera on a timer, and I'll set it up just right, see where I've got to be, and I'll go out of there, and I'll actually do the pose that I want to be. I used to actually have one of those little wooden dolls where I do that. I'm like, this is nonsense. I can do it myself, exactly what I want. So I'd actually, like, if I want to do a pose where I'm doing something like this, I'll actually do that. take the picture, you know, sideways or whatever, and I'll just, you know, sit there and I'll look at the picture and then just keep on drawing. I'll keep going back and forth like that, and it's just like because I'm really good at drawing what I see as opposed to drawing what I imagine sometimes. You know, like I'm just like I remember one time when I was in art. What the heck is it? Commercial art vocational school. 2 years for that. I remember we didn't have anything to do the one day, and everybody's just kind of standing around. They're messing around. They're doing whatever, drawing Lord of the Rings or whatever. And I remember I just looked at the coat rack and everybody's coats, and I just started drawing the coat rack and all the hats on the top and everything like that. And people just like shocked, like, whoa, you can draw things besides comic book characters? I'm like, shut up. But yeah. So I found out that day that I'm actually pretty good at drawing what I can see. So that's why I'll do that. And I don't see why he doesn't just take a picture of himself with the mask on or something. It just doesn't make sense. Anyway, Victor, what's going on, dude? Well, and all of a sudden it just disappeared. Oh, no, you just deleted it. I was just reading that comment, dude. I was just reading your comment. Anyway, wow, and now it's gone. Now it's gone. Now I can't. That's so messed up. So, what is this? Later, Jeffrey Lane. After Spider-Man Homecoming 2, if it was up to you to do a Phase 4, what movies would you pick? I know they're trying to do Nova. Yes, they are trying to do Nova. James Gunn doesn't like the Nova helmet, though, which I think is sad. Because that helmet, that would be like saying, oh yeah, man, I love the Green Lanterns, I just don't like the rings. Whoa, dude. Back up, man. You know what I'm saying? I like the helmets. I don't have any problems with the helmets at all. At all. I don't see the issue with it. You know what I'm saying? You just have to make them really thin and make the chest plates and the shoulder plates a little bit bigger so that it's in proportion. You know what I'm saying? Because you can always make somebody's head smaller, but, you know, and then just, you know, the helmet looks like it's, you know, it's in proportion in a comic book or on a picture. But actually making the helmet in real life to go on top of someone's actual head, you got to go around and start hiring actors with really small heads. Or make the stuff really small and bulk the other stuff up a little bit more. Just, that's the way you got to do it. You got to change up that costume a little. So yes, I would absolutely do Nova. I would do an Adam Warlock story also. I don't like the idea that Her created Adam Warlock. Adam Warlock, if they're not going to do it where he was created on Earth, you know, like with the Enclave, what the heck were they called? In the Beehive. If they're not going to do that, I would make it that he's a character who's technically always existed. You know what I'm saying? Something along those lines. Because he exists outside of Destiny. I mean, him and Thanos, those are the only two characters who have that luxury. They exist outside of the flow of Destiny. And since they clearly didn't do that with Thanos in the movie, they could do that with Adam Warlock, and that's the thing that makes him so special. He doesn't have to be the most powerful character in the world. You know what I'm saying? Just make it so that there's no way anybody can know what he's about to do. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're reading his thoughts. But like, even if you could see the future, somehow he's a blank spot in the future. You know what I'm saying? That's what's so cool about Adam Warlock. That being said, there would absolutely be some Silver Surfer and Galactus. Like, the coming of Galactus would be a huge thing for the Avengers. And who would they have to call? These new guys in town. Call the Fantastic Four. Yeah, just call the Four. Do. Fantastic Four. Anybody watch that cartoon? I remember that cartoon. Anyway, so after, yeah, so Edward Brewer. They can't all just get along. Oh, can't they all just get along? Yeah, you'd figure. Sean, so Bill, it just, did you just delete it? What's up? What's up? Crap, what up? Oh, for crying out loud. Professor Bill, trade the Thanos right arm for Lizard right arm if you can. Yes, you're right, Joe Fisher. I need to do that in a really bad way. Okay, so I'm going to do an open trade like that. All right, cool. Trying to find new books to follow. So far, it's Cable and Verse. Ooh, Versus. I heard that Versus is good. Somebody asked me to do Versus. I've got those dudes. I've got like Lewis from the Geek Fortress, and I've got Comic Boom and Joseph's Books. doing reviews on my channel of indie stuff on Mondays. So I know that that Comic Boom actually reads verses. I was kind of hoping he'd start doing verses, but as long as he does it on his channel, just, you know, boom, good over there. But I've got to, like, I have to stop reading so many, not stop reading so many comics, I have to stop reviewing so many comic books, you know, unless I can get somebody else to start editing my reviews for me, because, like, it's too much. It's taking away from all the other things I want to do on the channel too. I don't want to just be the review station, but we'll see. If it's what people like, then I guess. It's just there's not too much long-lasting stuff that I could do there, you know? Like I said, I don't know who wants to see a comic book review from 10 years ago. Anyway, you know, like an individual issue. Who are the haters, Edward? Because they're all haters. Jeffrey Lane, do you think the Defenders should eventually become a feature film? That's a good one. I wish Cloak and Dagger had been in Infinity War 2. See, all of that? Maybe. That's a tenuous bond, you know what I'm saying? I do wish that they were acknowledged in the movies. That's what I wish. That's the only thing I could ever possibly wish for these guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, just have them in the frickin' movie. That doesn't seem like it's such a hard thing to do. But whatever, it is what it is. As far as the Defenders actually being in a movie, I guess it would depend on the movie. Honestly, I like them better just being in the Netflix series, personally, you know? Especially, you know, characters like the Punisher. Like, the Punisher is not a movie. The Punisher, that's why I think one of the main reasons why they always failed. I did love the Thomas Jane one, but even then, there were parts where they were trying to do some fillers, like the funny scenes against the Russian. I didn't see that as being necessary. They didn't need to, you know, make that stuff funny, you know? But, yeah, the Punisher is not a movie. The Punisher is a TV series. Whether it is or not. Like, that's what the Punisher should be. So, yeah, as far as the Defenders, I don't know, man. There are a lot of characters in there. Like, honestly, in some regards, I kind of wish they would stop making the individual solo TV runs for them. I don't need to see a, you know, second season of Luke Cage. I don't need to see a second season of Jessica Jones. How about you just have the Punisher, or excuse me, the Defenders ongoing, and you have a couple episodes of Jessica Jones, and hey, guess who just showed up? You know what I'm saying? Like, Luke Cage just showed up. You know, say just for a quick little cameo scene, whatever. Just work all this stuff in the, and this way it would happen more often, and it wouldn't be like, you know, oh geez, what are they going to do this season? Because when you make a whole season like that, it becomes a thing. It becomes like an actual thing. Rather, how about you have 3 seasons of the Defenders every so often and just do that, man? I think that could actually work better for them, but who am I? Number 4 is on my shelf for later. Okay, issue number 4 is on shelf. Okay, cool. Edward Bluer, The Misplaced on digital only by Chris Callahan. The Misplaced, huh? Do I actually have a freaking place to write this stuff? What's this? The Misplaced. Okay. I will check it out. By Callahan, his name is? Alright. I'll take a look. No Infinity War specimen, please. No. I'm not gonna destroy any of that. Bill, Daredevil might go back to number 1 after issue 605. And why? Didn't like Spider-Man Homecoming. I didn't hate Spider-Man Homecoming. That's the best I'm going to give for that. It wasn't bad, necessarily. But I think it could have used a little less Stark. But, yeah. Anyway, I made a typo. I was asking when should we head down to Gotham Central next week. You have to be my tour guide. I will, first off, GPS your way to Gotham Central. And then, yeah, absolutely, I'll tour guide you. Yeah, we can stop around a couple other places also. Yeah, we could just do that. That being said, and I'll actually try and have the addresses in advance in case you can't follow me. That being said, yeah. What time to actually be there? I think it starts at 10. So, I guess 10. Yeah. whatever time it actually opens on Free Comic Book Day. But yeah, seriously, can't wait to see you there. Don't worry about typos, dude. I can usually read through them. Don't mess with the helm. Raven's funny. Sean, who's your favorite Eternal? Dick already has his. Gilgamesh. Icarus is cool. I was actually thinking to say Icarus, but I have to go with Macarai. Makari, whatever you want to pronounce his name as, but like Macarai for me, like when he was in the Quasar comic book, I am so partial to Quasar. That was just such an amazing run. I'm so sad that it had to end. You know what I'm saying? And I'm really sad that Wendell Vaughn isn't Quasar right now. Like, he was chosen. He's proven himself time and time again, and I just want to see him go back to being Quasar again. Just enough with other people playing these roles. Wrong answer. I want Wendell Vaughn back in the Quantum Bands, being Quasar, solo run. Marvel, I'd be happy to write it, and I bet you I would do a darn good job writing it. But I know I got to prove myself first, so give me time. Anyway, yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Macarai. The Sovereign are creating Adam Warlock in the movies right now, which I'm not a huge fan of. Internet user, it's really difficult and cool. It's the only image I am currently reading. The last was Void Trip 1 through 5, which I liked a lot. Alright, cool. I don't even think I heard of Void Trip. What's the odds we get a proper Inhumans movie? Jeffrey Lane. I think the odds are actually above average, because that was a huge missed opportunity, and even though the X-Men are coming back, the Inhumans are, especially since the Kree are such a big deal, they messed up on the Inhumans. They genuinely messed up on the Inhumans, and I think they burnt some serious bridges with IMAX. If I was IMAX, I would probably sue them. That's how I feel about that TV series. I would probably sue them. You know what I'm saying? For some nonsense like that. But I think if they were to actually make a movie, and like, I'm just saying, if I'm one of the people in charge of Marvel, I'd be like, listen, we're going to make a movie, and all the IMAX theaters, we're going to let them view the movie for the first week for free, so they can make all the money on the first week, or at least opening weekend. You know what I'm saying? To apologize. No, probably for the first week. To apologize for that. Just the IMAX theaters. You know what I'm saying? Give them some kind of a boon, because, man, that is hugely embarrassing. And I would not want bridges burnt like that. You know what I'm saying? Wow, what a train wreck that was. That was like Mr. Glass train wreck level right there. You know what I'm saying? What's my favorite Superman film? The first one. The Richard Donner, the first one. Even though I love the Kneel Before Zod, that first one. That first one, I can't watch that first one without that scene at the end. I know that the whole spinning around the Earth thing was a little bit silly and goes completely against science, but it's also Superman, so... Psst. But that scene where he saves everybody, you know what I'm saying? But he flies down and he's looking around like, what else can I save? And he looks and he sees Lois's car trapped in the fissure. And I hope I'm not spoiling a movie from back in 1979, but... yeah, dude, like, when he's just like... And he flies down there like Christopher Reeve's face in that. I don't care if he never starred in another movie. That is the greatest actor in all of history for the way that he portrayed Superman. God damn, that was amazing. When he flew down there and he's got her body and she like, I might break up saying this right now, like just relating this, but like when she like falls up, he's like, oh, like that. I'm like, oh my god. And then when he just does that, no, and he screams. I'm like, oh my god, this is the greatest fucking movie in the world. And I'm like crying, watching the thing. I'm like, oh my god. And I can't watch that movie with people because I look like a total puss watching it, because I freaking cry like a baby when that scene comes out. It is such an emotional scene. I love it. I fall in love with that. So yes, first one, hands down. But still, Kneel Before Zod. Good question, Ghost Skittle. Guy from Red Bank. I think they should have made less MJ as well. MJ, Mary Jane Watson Parker. I'm really behind on these things. Sean, Bill, I heard there might be a Moon Knight movie. No, Moon Knight doesn't need to be a movie. Moon Knight needs to be a series. Moon Knight needs to be something that they save and they put on their own net. Like, it'd be cool to see him appear once in a while in a Netflix series, like the Defenders and all that stuff, but I don't even need that. I need a Werewolf by Night appearance, once in a while, but for the most part, no. I need to see that. And, dude, like I said, I put it on Twitter, and I was really hoping that Wesley Snipes would see it and promote it, but whatever. Maybe he thought it was an insult by me saying it, but I generally believe we got Old Man Logan, Old Man Hawkeye, Old Man Thanos. We got all these old man characters, right? Can we have Old Man Blade and actually get Wesley Snipes to play the role? Because I would be so behind that. And literally, just, yes, Old Man Blade. Hey, who's training this young Blade who's not Eric Brook? Oh, it's Eric Brook. As Wesley Snipes as Eric Brook is again. That's what I want to see. I want to see Blade teaching the young Blade. That's what I want to see, mentoring him. And still going out there and kicking some butt, man. That's what stuntmen are for. But I would love to see that. There is no other Wesley Snipes. There is no other Blade but Wesley Snipes. He was the best. He was amazing. I don't want to hear arguments. I'll fight you. I'll fight you. I feel like Neville, saying, what? I'll fight you. Neville from Harry Potter. Who would you cast for... who would I cast for Hal and John in the Green Lantern movie? I'm no good with the casting. I know that about myself. I am no good with the casting. I remember the last movie that I actually tried to cast on myself. I wanted Denise Richards to play Hawkgirl. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that she would have looked really good under the mask. But then I watched a couple more of her movies and like she would suck. She would absolutely suck as Hawkgirl. She would look like her, and in my opinion, she is absolutely gorgeous. Oh my God, I don't know what she looks like lately, but when I used to see her back in the day in the movies, I'm like, oh my God, Charlie Sheen is the biggest dumbass in the world for dumping her. Like, what the frig, man? She is unbelievably gorgeous. Like, to me, she's probably almost as hot as, oh wow, I should probably remember her name. For crying out loud, she played in the Labyrinth movie. How do I not remember her name? She liked one of my comments one time on Facebook, and I was like, really? And I went back and I actually searched, and it was actually her, and I'm like, oh my God. I actually went and got my wife. I was like, babe, I'm so sorry because I would absolutely dump you for her, but look, she liked one of my things. She's like, that's actually really cool. Jennifer Connelly, that's her name. I fell in love with Jennifer Connelly. And seeing her behind the scenes, you're not supposed to know your heroes, but no, like she seems like just an absolutely perfect human being. Okay, enough of that. Let's see. Okay, we just jumped a lot. Be sure to be there by 10 a.m. Awesome. Yeah, don't wait for me. Go inside. I know what you look like. You know what I look like. You definitely know what I look like. But I've seen you before. I know what you look like. I'll find you. You'll probably see me first. Like a 6-foot guy walking into a freaking room. Everybody sees me. Shoot, a lot of jumping. Dick Fillmore. He can find his unique destiny with In-Betweener. Ooh, yes, yes, yes. Because I would love to see some In-Betweener in there. But... am I wrong that In-Betweener should probably belong to the Fantastic Four properties? So we'd still have to wait for In-Betweener, because if it's owned by if it's part of the Silver Surfer properties, the Silver Surfer properties are actually part of the Fantastic Four properties. So we have to wait for that deal to go through. Yeah, that arc in 15 through 18. Oh, maybe use that versus Galactus. Yeah, that fight there was fun. I remember later on in the crossovers when Galactus and Nova were talking. It's like, yeah, we don't want to see you get hurt like when you were fighting the In-Betweener. Well, we will never talk about that again. That was just a strange thing, that he should never be able to beat me, and I agree. But I like the way that he did. Internet user is really different and cool. Oh, no, wait. I'm already up there. I already read all that stuff. I just missed something. Okay, I'm going to start here. Oh, I think I found it. Jeffrey Lane. I would like to see a Spider-Man movie with Morbius and Blade. Here's an interesting portion to that. One actor said that he was actually, I can't remember who or what or where or whatever, but one actor recently said that he was approached to play Morbius in a movie, Dr. Morbius, which is like, really? So right away I put that on my list of characters I've got to explain in a minute. Like, the stuff is just coming too quick, dude. Like, I can't even take requests anymore, for crying out loud, because, yeah. And I'm telling you, if I could stop doing, like, more than 5. If I could stop doing, like, 10 comic book reviews per week, if I could actually limit it that much, I would actually, I I would actually do 3 explained in a minutes per week. I would love to be able to do 3 explained in a minutes per week, just because I need to get these things out there as fast as I can. People are like, I have questions. I'm like, I know, I know, and I have answers. I just don't have the time to do it. So what do we have here? I would, maybe Wendell Vaughn can cameo in Captain Marvel. Yeah, they already have a Monica Rambeau cast who was also a Captain Marvel. Yes, I love Monica Rambeau. Like, she was my first real Captain Marvel. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to go back and read those old Captain Marvel comic books. But in Secret Wars, when I first started reading comic books, dude, Monica Rambeau was Captain Marvel for me. And it's like, that was amazing. And there was an issue of the Ultimates 2, where Monica Rambeau was talking to Carol Danvers, like, hey, yeah, such, like, yeah, see, that, Monica, that's why you're amazing, you know. Her name is Spectrum now. It was Photon recently, so it's Spectrum now. She's like, I know, Spectrum, that's why you're the best. She's like, yeah, hey, you think I can have the Captain Marvel name back? And she's like, yeah, no. That was just a great transaction, great, yeah, conversation. Jeffrey Lane, I would also like to see Marvel Knights movie with Ghost Rider, Blade, Moon Knight, Werewolf by Night. I would not balk at that yeah, I would watch the heck out of that, dude. Okay, so guy for Red Bank just had an epileptic seizure. I hope you get better. Victor, yes, by 10. Do you think we'll see Sylvester Stallone guarding dude, no, don't. Jeffrey Lane, please stop. Please stop. Sylvester Stallone should never have been allowed to come. Like, I'm actually a little bit upset at James Gunn. Like, like, this is real talk, dude. Ever since he ruined the Judge Dredd movie, Sylvester Stallone ruined the Judge Dredd movie. This is one of the things. When you're not a fan of the comic books, you can still do a comic book movie. But not if you're in charge of the movie. Not if you have so much say in the movie. When he showed up and he had the thing on, everybody was like, oh, Sylvester Stallone, he's going to be good at this. He already is Judge Dredd. He just has to be a little bit more ruthless. He's already got the mouth and the whole thing that he talks. That's him. But we didn't realize that the idiot was going to take off the helmet and never put it back on. I've never seen Judge Dredd's face until Sylvester Stallone. So why are we seeing his face? Why did Sylvester Stallone... Oh, I'll tell you why Sylvester Stallone thought that we all wanted to see his face. Because he's not a comic book fan. That's a huge problem. You need to give agency to the right people so that there's that transition, so that you're not going to kill the true fans. The movie wasn't good enough for the fans to hold on to it. Therefore, nobody was going around saying, oh, check out the latest, Sylvester Stallone movie, Judge Dredd, it's really good. And without the fans there to explain it, be like, oh no, well, the thing about the movie is they didn't have anybody really on that, so they ruined the entire franchise for how many years? That even when, what the heck is his name, who just did the Dredd movie? Carl Urban. When he went and did the movie, that was the best movie! It was the best movie, but nobody even wanted to see it because we still have the tape. I didn't see it in the movie theaters, and I wish I would have. I saw the Sylvester Stallone one in theaters, but I didn't even get the chance to see this one in movie theaters because I'm literally, in my mind, I'm like, yeah, no. Judge Dredd is tainted. You can't fix him. And the one day I'm just on Netflix, and I just had all the time in the world. The kids were being babysat. I'm hanging with my wife, and I'm like, okay, I'm watching a comic book movie. And she's like, all right, fine. And I saw his Dredd. I was like, you know what? Whatever. If it's no good, we'll just turn it off and we'll watch something you want. So she's like, okay. So that was like, the bargaining chip. And it was such a, like, she loved it. It was a great movie. And I can't wait to see, like, Mega City 1 they're planning on doing. Oh, my God. Like, Carl Urban, if they don't get Carl Urban to just play Judge Dredd all the time, somebody has failed at life. At life. So, yeah, like, just the best version. And F. Sylvester Stallone. And even then, when he goes and he plays Starhawk in the Guardians of the Galaxy 2, what happens? He had no helmet. He didn't even put a helmet on. Like, if I'm telling you, if Sylvester Stallone wasn't such a scary big dude, I would punch him in the head. But he would beat me up really bad. Like, it would hurt, like, a lot. And he wouldn't even feel my punches, probably. Wow. I would have to run him over with a cement mixer. I could run him over with a cement mixer. Okay, back to the comic book talk. So, What's your bet? Bronze Age Superman. Yes. Christopher Reeve crying gold. Stop making fun of me, Dick. I don't care. What's your, Jeffrey Lane? What's your best X-Men and Spider-Man film? Oh, come on, dude. Seriously? Yes, I will agree with you on X2. And Spider-Man 2 is definitely one of the best comic book movies out there. Like, literally, even the CGI, I think, would still hold up to today. I could actually go back and watch the Spider-Man 2 movie right now. Man of Steel, yeah, Man of Steel was pretty good. It was pretty good. It had a couple of really good moments in it. Sean Sadrai. So, Deadpool 300 and Spider-Man 800 and Iron Man 600 are out next month. Yeah, and I'm excited for Spider-Man. Deadpool, I'm partially excited for that, but Iron Man, I almost wish I could just skip it entirely, you know? But, I still have my kryptonite from that movie. Whoa, 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 Raven. You got kryptonite? Excuse me, you got kryptonite? I didn't get kryptonite. And I saw that movie in the movie theaters. I didn't get kryptonite. What the frig? Guy from Red Bank, does Blade even age? Kind of, because he is half human. But, yeah, I know. Like, that is kind of a problem, right? Just whatever, man. Make it really far in the future. I could see, like, Blade Runner versus Blade. Why not? So, best X-Men movie, Days of Future Past. Jason Anderson, I'm going to call that a joke, because no way, dude. No way. As a comic book fan, I take exception to that. But no, realistically, to each their own. What do we got here? Joe Fisher, what's up, dude? I remember as a kid seeing both Superman 1 and in the movie theater saw Superman 1, then came back later that day to see Superman 2. Really? They did it like that? Nice. Nice. That would actually be cool to be able to see both in the movie theater. I did not see them in the movie theater. I grew up poor. Boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. John Hamm for Hal Jordan. I don't actually know who John Hamm is. Is he related to Mia Hamm? Everybody's saying Jennifer Connelly. Yes, I know. My true love. I think that Jennifer Connelly would actually be okay with me having a Superman clock. I'm just saying. In my head, that's what I picture. I personally thought it was dumb for Jane Foster to get resurrected. I know, Go Skittle. There's a lot of hate in there, but I think that I was actually partially responsible for that because I did say the whole, like, you know, toxic masculinity thing. And I didn't mean for it to come off that way. I was actually... if you go back and you look at my review for Jane Foster's The Mighty Thor, issue number 704, somebody left a comment where they just sat there and they were really disrespectful to everybody who was in that chat. Everybody, you know, who just, you know, who was in the comment section. Myself, which I don't care, but, you know, you guys, everybody, because it was like, you know, you guys are all stupid for liking this. You're a bunch of effing idiots, and literally just like cursing up a storm. I'm like, this seems like a little kid. Said he wasn't a little kid. I still think it's a little kid. But regardless, it's like, dude, why are you acting like this? Yeah, I know I'm 6'5", but like I'm not built like freaking Sylvester Stallone. I know what that comment's related to. Anyway, jeez, what's her name? Oh crap, where was I just at? Yes, Jane Foster. So this guy was just really rude, and I tried to reason with him, be cool, and show him to calm down because this isn't that kind of a channel. And I wound up just being like, dude, you know what? There are plenty of other channels you can go to. Go look. They've all got SJW in the titles of every single one of their videos. You know what I'm saying? You should go over there. You'll like them. They agree with you. Here, we don't. So I don't know why you're here preaching to us. You know what I'm saying? We like this. You're the oddball in this. In my channel, you're the oddball. You know what I'm saying? And that was just my point. That was the only thing. So, unfortunately, a lot of that baggage actually crept over with me in all of my Jane Foster Thor reviews. You know what I'm saying? Because I actually do love the character. I love everything, for the most part, that Jason Aaron is doing with the character. It's an amazing series. I love that they took this What If comic book and made it into a reality for us. And it's just, like, everything about it was just beautiful. We have an origin story for Mjolnir. I never expected something like that to be done. It's so rare. I mean, like, let's be realistic. Any monkey could come up and just start writing a Thor story and just give us more and more and more of what we want, or more, not of what we want, of what we think we want, more of what we read read before and it's boring, and the sales will continue to slip and fall. You know what I'm saying? Dick Fillmore is fully behind. Even if Dick hasn't been reading the Mighty Thor comics lately, the idea is he probably believes this more than I do, that Marvel, DC, everybody just keeps on recycling old storylines. Like, oh, people like this storyline, let me put a little twist on it and change some names, and I'll just feed them the same storyline again. I don't want that in my comic books. I already bought that comic book years ago. I know that story. I don't need to reread it. It's like a freaking reboot. You know, saying, what's it called? Can't Buy Me Love was a really great movie back in the day. You know what I'm saying? It was a great movie. I don't need to see a remake of that. I don't need to see a black version of a remake. You know, what is it? My Love Don't Cost a Thing. Like all of those, both of those movies. I don't need to see that nonsense. You know what I'm saying? I already have my own. Oh, whoa. How'd my stream go offline? How'd my stream go offline? What's going on here? It says I'm still live. My stream just went offline, it says. That's not cool. Oh, and I'm back. Okay, I'm back. It's cool, guys. So anyway, that was weird. I think my wife's watching Netflix. So anyway, yeah, I don't need to see all these stupid reboots. That's just so annoying to me. Stop giving me reboots of all the movies that I've already watched and I loved. Nobody asked for a reboot of the Ghostbusters. You want to do and realistically, it's just, you know, it's a complete change. You want to do a new Ghostbusters movie? Fine. Have those characters actually have a torch passed to them. I would love to watch Melissa McCarthy being silly, her typical silly Saturday Night Live stuff in a movie. You know what I'm saying? Playing a Ghostbuster. I would love to see her being the new Peter Venkman. But what I want to see is Peter Venkman actually passing the torch to her. You know what I'm saying? Not just, you know, oh no, those characters, it's like that movie never existed. It's like those two movies never existed. That's not what I want to see. You know what I'm saying? Have a continuation, because actors do get old. I get it. And even in the comic books, I don't want to see the same stories just rehashed. I want to see something new and let it stand on its own merit. You know what I'm saying? So if they want to turn around, it's like, here's a story that you've never had told before. Here's Jane Foster actually getting the hammer of Thor for real. And you want to know what Thor's hammer actually is? You want to know what Mjolnir actually is? Read this. I love reading something new. I'll either love it or I'll hate it, but I love the idea that I'm actually getting a genuinely new story. That is what keeps me excited in the comic books. You know what I'm saying? So they are making a Morbius movie. In-Betweener tied to Doctor Strange, I believe. I think you're actually right, Dick Fillmore. You know, it's funny. Doctor Strange is actually one of the best properties that they've got right now, because, yeah, he did start in his own comic book. Well, ish, you know, the Strange Tales, but he started on his own. So he's got Nightmare, he's got Dormammu, he's got, who else does he have? He's got, the In-Betweener, he's got Eternity, he's got the Living Tribunal. I mean, he's got Zom. He's got Zom, for crying out loud. I wouldn't mind seeing Zom. You know what I'm saying? Just make him drum a little bit differently. But yeah, he's probably one of the best properties that they own is Doctor Strange, just because of the litany of bad guys all up in there. Throw the Silver Dagger in there, for crying out loud. Why not? Just have some fun with it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't know. That'd be cool. I wouldn't mind seeing if they actually did some more with Doctor Strange. They should really be putting a lot of focus on Doctor Strange, in my opinion. At least his bad guys. Should Superman fans be worried about Bendis? Maybe. I'll give you that. I know a lot of people really liked Bendis's quick little action thing there in Action Comics 1000. I thought it was okay. I didn't go, oh my god, with it, you know what I'm saying? You gotta remember, Bendis is exactly what I'm talking about when I say new ideas in comic books. Bendis is the guy who's like, here's something completely different. It will either be awesome or it will flop horribly, you know what I'm saying? And that's the risk that you take with Brian Michael Bendis, you know, but in my opinion, it is a risk worth taking. But with somebody like Superman, like, I don't know how I feel about him writing Superman or Batman, because it's like there's already so much history there, you know what I'm saying? You can just build off of what's there, but instead, like, he gets on there and he just takes up this noble cause. He's going to be writing 3 books at the same time and just completely changing the history of Krypton after we just got an update on the history of Krypton. Really, dude? Really? So, I don't know. We'll see, though. We'll see. It is in his hands. Venom Silver and Black and Morbius are in production by Sony. Silver and Black is actually not in production right now. They actually ended that. They took that off the table, which I think is a smart move. Venom could possibly be brought onto the MCU if it's good. Yes, but I don't think it'll be good. I just don't think it'll be good. And I don't know why they would do that, especially since it's not tied to Spider-Man. It can't be. If it is, Marvel probably sues. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see. Anyway, look, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Spider-Man is awesome right now because of the MCU. If Sony breaks a promise or takes Spider-Man out of the MCU, which I think is something that Avi Arad could absolutely talk some of these people into. He could definitely do it, especially, I can't remember his name right now, but the idiot who kept on saying for like 5 years plus to Ryan Reynolds, nobody wants to see a Deadpool movie, dude. He was fired from Sony. Excuse me, he was fired from Fox and hired by Sony. So he's now in charge of that. His name actually just went right through my mind, and then I lost it again. Darn it. But anyway, he actually works at Sony right now. So the guy who said that there's no way Deadpool would ever work, not a snowball's chance in hell, Deadpool movie would actually work, and it's the only one that everybody agrees works, he's in charge of the Sony Spider-Man universe right now, just to give you an idea. So they could make the stupid decision to pull Spider-Man out of the Marvel universe, and the movies will absolutely drop. They will fail. He will look at somebody like Avi Arad. I'm sure he clearly looks at somebody like Avi Arad and says, "This guy knows what he's doing." It's terrible to listen to. Anyway, what do you think of Deadpool beating up Maria Hill? Yes. Yes. I want to see that over and over again. Go Skittle, ask Sean Sedrai. I despise Maria Hill. If I ever made a Mariah Hill explained in a minute, it would literally just be, Mariah Hill sucks, Mariah Hill sucks, Mariah Hill sucks. She was created by these people, and they suck for creating her. And she sucks, and she sucks, and she sucks. That would be my entire explained in a minute. That's why I don't want it. I like Colby Smuthers as Mariah Hill in the MCU. I really do. Like when I'm not going to get into spoilers. So, if Monica's going to be in a Captain Marvel movie for a second in Captain Marvel movie, that's cool. I wouldn't complain about that, but I don't think they're going to do that. Steve Gorey, hello, welcome to the channel. Are you a fan of Miles Morales? Yes. Is he getting another Spider-Man run after Bendis leaves? I think this week is his last one comes out. Yes, it is, and you're right. I keep hearing rumors of Spidey. That would be so tragic, but at the same time, I don't think that he's going to actually come up with the name himself. I think he's going to leave it. Spidey would actually be kind of dumb. I would not like that. That would not be cool. Like, that's literally like a white guy saying, you know what would be a cool rap name? And no, it wouldn't be. No, it wouldn't be. So, I think they should actually do like a contest. I'm not joking when I say this. Dude, we decided if which Robin, the second Robin, what the heck is his name? It's not Tim Drake, it's not Dick Grayson, it's right in between Jason Todd. We got to vote if Jason Todd got to live or die, you know what I'm saying? So it's my opinion, it's my personal opinion, that we should be able to vote on Miles Morales' new name, and literally just make it a contest. We will give you an exclusive cover drawn by artist of your choice if you win. We will mail it to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that I think would be awesome. That personally, I think that's reward enough. I would put in a stupid vote just for the sake of having my name in there. And you could do it on Twitter, so it doesn't even, it's like Twitter exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I would love to see. Guy from Red Bank. Wait a minute. Did something happen to me? I was busy getting things organized. I don't think something happened to you. I don't know. Rob Schneider ruined that Dick Fillmore. Yeah, Rob Schneider ruins everything, to be fair. His father, he is not. You know what I'm saying? You can do it. That's literally the only thing I've ever liked that he's done. What do you call that's not true. He did do this one movie where he was in jail and became a cool fighter. Like, that was actually cool. But Anyway, yeah, just Rob Schneider's not even a good human being in my opinion. He's not even a good human being, so screw that guy. But no, it wasn't just him who ruined that movie. Go Skilla, will you read Quicksilver No Surrender? You better believe I will. Judge Dredd was crap compared to Dredd. Yes. By the way, Dredd needs a sequel. Yes, it does, dude. But it's apparently going to be a Netflix series that's going on Netflix. Duh. It's going to be a Netflix series apparently called Mega City 1, and I'm so looking forward to that. Batman is Shadow and Zorro ripoff. Yeah, we know. Also kind of the Lone Ranger, just saying. Batman can beat Thanos. I guess. It depends on who's writing them. I was trying to figure out what Red Black Bane was writing. Oh, gotcha. Dredd was amazing. Yeah, it really was. I am the law. I am the law. See, that was a good scene. That's why they put it in the trailer. I can't break the law. I am the law. He is the law, but Sylvester Stallone is not. He's Rocky and Rambo. Leave it at that. Wow, now I have to go look up Starhawk. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, Starhawk explained in a minute, baby. Right there. It's technically 2 characters I explained in one. Segment, yes. Anybody see editor cut of Spider-Man 3.1? There's an editor's cut? I will watch the heck out of that. If it's even a little bit good. Like, I have the opinion that it might be like Daredevil director's cut. You know what I'm saying? That was a totally different movie. Mike Hawk, hello. Shout out to Comic Book University. What's up? Best comic book channel on YouTube. You love my videos, brother? Brother, I love you. I love comments like that. Thank you so much. Dick Fillmore. Blade was found as a teenager by Whistler, right? Yes, he was. On the streets. Guy from Red Bank thought Days of Future Past was good. My concern is that Wolverine was the main, as a main character, it should have been Kitty Pryde. 100% agreed. I know they're trying to get the best they can out of Hugh Jackman, but like, come on, man. Raven skipped school to see Superman 1. Nice. That's like a field trip, man. That's educational. I'm not even being facetious about that. That's real talk. Who do you think will be a Skrull in the MCU? Left off on that the other day. No, I actually gave an answer and I can't remember now. Can't remember who I said. Oh, no, Black Widow. I think Black Widow would be the perfect candidate to be a Skrull. When I read Hunt for Wolverine today, I was realizing how useless Beast is. Yes, unfortunately he is. When you said he was useless in one of the No Surrender stories, I thought you were crazy, but today I just realized, you see that, Ghost Skittle? That's what I'm talking about. It's that different perspective. And that's the thing about it. I love getting the different perspectives from you guys also. So that's why I genuinely read every comment that I come across. If I miss your comment, I miss your comment. I'm sorry. Like, genuinely, I miss it. My bad. Actually, YouTube's bad. I want all of those comments to come to my email so I can never miss them. Just give me the notifications. I genuinely do read every comment that I come across. If I see a new comment in an old video, I'll read the comment and I'll scroll down to see if I missed any other comments. That's why I usually give a heart for all the comments that I actually read. For the most part, I try to give a heart for everything so I know I've read that comment before. Nothing wrong with having a different opinion, just being civil about it. Yes, agreed. Definitely be civil about it. You can be silly about it, but civilly silly. Would an Ant-Man movie with Michael Douglas set in the 1960s Cold War ever work? No. No, he's way too old. Way too old. If he has a son, that might work. But he is way too old. Maybe if it's Michael Douglas like retelling it, oh, that would work like crazy. That would work crazy good. You know what I'm saying? But we can't do CGI for his face that young. Can't do that. That wouldn't work. Jason Anderson, guy from Red Bank. Okay, cool. My favorite X-Men movie is First Class. First Class was pretty good. Havoc Homer, but Logan is right there. It was a pretty good film with Havoc. I hated seeing him being killed off screen in Apocalypse. That was just dumb. Like that was like you know what? Think about it. The Summers brothers were both killed off screen. You know what I'm saying? Him and Apocalypse, and the original Scott Summers was killed off camera in the X-Men 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it with the Summers brothers being killed off screen, man? That's what. Yeah, watch Deadpool. You know what? In Deadpool, there's a joke for Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds. There we go. To make about Cable. It's like, careful, Summers boy. You might be don't stay off camera for too long. You Summer brothers don't last very long off camera. Like, that would be that would be such a great comment. Like, I would get it. You know what I'm saying? Logan is no doubt is without a doubt the best of the Wolverine movies. It's one of the best of the X-Men of the Fox, you know, X-Men and Fantastic Four properties. It's really good. Damn, Bill, you're more Kane than me. I'm more Kane than you? How am I more Kane than you? X-Men Apocalypse is absolute trash. Yep. Logan was over. Ah, wow. Dick is old, but Dick is like grumpy old man old. Like, there are two Dicks running around. We've got old man Dick over here. You know what I'm saying? I wonder what young man Dick would have been. You know what I'm saying? Like, back in the day, we're like, wow, I love me some comic books. And hey, did you guys just see the 1990 Captain America movie? It was really good. And then all of a sudden, there's this version. Get off my lawn! They just showed a young version of Sam Jackson and Captain Marvel. Really? I do know they put up some pictures. I wouldn't mind seeing those pictures. I just didn't get the chance to. Call Neil deGrasse Tyson. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, man. For Blue Marvel, I want to see Adam Brashear played by Neil deGrasse Tyson. Just go on that Weight Watchers diet, brother. Indeed. Trying to read everything right now. People getting upset on Bendis on Superman. Has he messed up in the past? Jeffrey Lane, he made Iceman gay. A lot of people have a lot of problems with what Bendis has done, but I think that was a big thing. It's like, you took a character who was established as a player, not quite on the level of Warren Worthington III, but like, you just turn around, you made this character gay. Like, that's a major change in this character. And I guess it would have been fine if adult Bobby wasn't also turned gay. It's like, it shouldn't have. If they never showed Iceman dating before, then it wouldn't have been a big thing to me. But this is one of those things where it's like, dude, you can't fake that amount of affection. You know what I'm saying? You can't fake that amount of, you know, being into somebody. You just, what do I know? But, yeah, like, changing our characters dramatically is something. That's like I said, my biggest. Okay, I've got to do this video for Tuesday. If I get the chance, I got to make this video for Tuesday. I want to go into a big deal about how I love Chelsea Kane writing even comic books, but I'm very upset at her for what she did to Mockingbird, because she did a major change to Mockingbird that actually brought down her character a lot. I think she was trying to do the whole feminist agenda, which I'm totally okay with. It's funny, people were upset about that cover, but the cover was nothing, man. It's what happened inside that comic book that was the travesty. But I'm going to try and get a conversation about that. Maybe I'll just do a spotlight and story on that. We'll see. Leonardo da Vinci, what the F? Yeah, Leonardo da Vinci's showing up in the issue number 599 of Invincible Iron Man. Like, are you kidding me? What is this? Carl Urban, I'd like to see play Morpheus. Okay, Morbius. We can't get Carl Urban to play everything. I know, it'd be nice, but if he had, see, that's one of the problems. Blame his mom for not having twins. Fine Ben is the most overrated writer in comic history. I don't actually know who the most overrated writer would be in comic book history. I don't know. Honestly, I myself would think, I'm going to say something really mean right now, I think that Stan Lee would probably be the most overrated writer in comic book history. Before everybody unsubs. What I mean is, like, he never really did a lot of writing. And he acknowledges it. That's the thing about it. He acknowledges. He's like, nah, dude, like, if you go back and you look at a lot of the comic books, they point out that the storytellers are more the artists. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't until Jim Shooter came along where he was like, and it started happening a lot more than that, but Jim Shooter cut that stuff off in the 80s. He's like, whoa, I'm the guy in charge right now, and the artists are not going to be telling the stories at this point. The editors are. It's like, whoa, the editors? I thought you were going to say the writers, but the editors? So that's actually one of the reasons why, like, so many different stories, like the Clone Wars. It's like the Clone Wars was supposed to end at a certain point, and it would have been good if it ended there. And Jim Shooter was like, whoa, you're doing a lot of really good sales here. Keep writing the Clone Wars. Well, the Clone Wars are over, though. No, they're not. I'm writing the story. I'm telling you what to write. Keep it going. Okay? And this poor guy, he got the discredit of having horrible stuff written. Of writing horrible stuff. Tom Rothman, thank you. Guy from Red Bank. Yes, the guy's name is Tom Rothman, who got fired from Fox and was hired at Sony. Like Kevin Smith says, man, in Hollywood, you fail up. You know what I'm saying? You don't fail and sink to the bottom. With the exception of Josh Trank. But Josh Trank insulted his bosses. That you don't do. You don't do. You don't insult the bosses. If he didn't send out that tweet and all that stuff, you know, the day before the movie released, nah, he would have just failed straight up. You know what I'm saying? But that being said, yeah, like Stan Lee got a lot of credit, and he deserves a lot of credit. Like for Spider-Man, he deserves most of the credit for that. Steve Ditko, with all due respect, even by Ditko's own mouth, he's like, yeah, Jack Kirby actually drew the first images of Spider-Man, and Stan didn't want to go with that idea of it being a ring that turns him into a guy with a spider, and he wanted to be adult. Stan came to me and told me he wanted to be a kid. He wanted to just be a costume that completely covers his body, so there's no way we could tell who it is, and he wants him to like still be in like middle of high school and stuff. Like Stanley came up with all of the ideas for that. Literally, this guy Ditko just made a costume and put webbing on it. That's literally all that he did. You know what I'm saying? But he was the one who was actually telling most of those stories afterwards. Like Stan Lee had a lot to do with Spider-Man specifically, but even with like the Fantastic Four, he just recycled a bunch of characters that Jack Kirby had already done in the past. You know what I'm saying? He didn't really. He got writers credit, but we've seen the notes for this stuff. It's mostly Jack Kirby just making the pages. He's doing like 10 pages a day. That's crazy. 10 pages a day, just knocking out all these stories, and then he's making the notes on the side. I wanted to say something like this, blah 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 blah. So the other guy, that's one of the reasons why instead of saying writer or written by back then, it would often say scripted by. You know what I'm saying? Such and such on scripts. Because the artist was actually the one telling the story, not the writers. The writers had the easiest job in the world. They just had to read what the artist wrote, interpret what the artist was drawing, and then just, you know, write the actual words in the script. The letterer had a harder job. You know, so trying to fit it all into speech bubbles without killing too much of the artist's work, you know? So, there's that. What do you call it? So Tom Holland was amazing in Infinity War. Thanos demands your silence. Yeah, that was great. Yeah, neither of us. Did I watch the Greatest Royal Rumble? Unfortunately, I watched it last night while I was doing the Captain Marvel stuff, explained in a minute, and the Spotlight on Story. I probably would have been done a lot sooner, but man, I was all over that Greatest Royal Rumble level. And I told you, man, I used to live for 3 years in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, and the year that I left Jeddah, that I was getting ready to leave Jeddah, but I was still there, WWE came to Saudi Arabia, but they came to Riyadh. And it's like, dude, that's freaking 4 hours away. I'm not driving all the way out there for that or taking a flight. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And it was really expensive. It was hella expensive. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about like about $1,000 a ticket. And like I had it, but I think it was more like $2,000 per ticket. I'm not even exaggerating, dude. $2,000 US for a ticket. One ticket. So like I was like, I've got it, but I can't see myself spending that kind of money on one of these tickets. No way, dude. Especially when they're always in New Jersey, and I'm a guy from Jersey. So I left, and then the next year, so I didn't go to see it. And then the next year, I wound up working in Riyadh. And then they came to Jeddah. I'm like, you sons of... I was so mad. I was so mad. And then when I went to Dammam after that, there was like nothing. So, and then I come back and I'm done with Saudi Arabia. What happens? They go to Jeddah, they do the greatest Royal Rumble ever. Oh, I don't want to give any spoilers, but I'm just saying the Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns match, I'm glad that what happened happened. Enough said. Okay. Your opinions as Robin on the new... I don't really know what's going on with the Titans TV show. I just saw that they cast somebody for Donna Troy, so I put her down to do her Explained in a Minute ASAP. But I don't know what's going on with that TV show. Somebody actually asked me at one point, "Hey Bill, what do you think of the characters that they showed on Titans?" And I was like, and I'm remembering like a month ago they released, you know, what Robin looks like and what Hawk and Dove looks like. And I'm like, yeah, they looked really good, man. And then I'm hanging out on Facebook for a little while, and then I realized that they just released some new pictures of the newer characters, so like Starfire and Raven. Raven's smiling and laughing. I'm like, what is this, Bizarro World? What the hell's going on here? Why is she laughing? And Starfire didn't look so great. I'm like, what the frick is happening here? So when I said, I don't remember who it was who asked me, but whoever asked me, I wound up saying, oh yeah, I loved the way they looked, and I didn't get a response, which I thought was interesting. And then I realized why. Because the guy was expecting me to bash them, and I rightfully would have. I'd be like, what is this? Wow. But, yeah, it is what it is. Go get up what's going on here. Have you seen that really terrible old cat movie? There were 3 terrible old cat movies. There was the 2 from the 70s with, I think his name was Reb Brown. And yeah, they were terrible. He had a motorcycle helmet. Then there was the one with J.D. You know the guy who wrote the book for Catcher in the Rye, J.D. Salinger. He has a son, something Salinger. You can check out his name. And he did the 1989/1990 Captain America version where he was a total punk and he hotwired a car. That's actually where the Captain America Captain America Winter Soldier comment came when they hotwired a car, and Black Widow was like, Captain America knows how to hotwire a car? That was actually a reference back to that old 1990 movie. You know, like, dude, what's going on here? How does Captain America know how to hotwire a car, of all things? So, do you have any faith in the Aquaman movie? No, I have pure hope, okay? Pure this in the Aquaman movie. Pure hope that the Aquaman movie is good. I can't live on an earth with a bad Aquaman movie. Like, we're finally getting these movies, man, and they suck. They suck, and it's killing me, dude. So, are you interested in seeing Batman Ninja? No, I'm not interested in seeing Batman Ninja. I don't comment on the X-Men movies. People don't need to hear the rant. Yeah, I know, right? Jeffrey Lane, you're right. The 1990 Captain America and that Punisher. I just saw recently that they did a comic book for that. The Dolph Lundgren Punisher. Like, they made a comic book for that? Who was the idiot, the straight up idiot, who thought that what do you call it? That not putting the skull on the chest, putting it on the back of some stilettos was going to be a better idea. Jeez. Hey, Brevin Campbell 12. What's up, brother? What type of Thor hammer you own? That's actually a kiddie version. You're talking about the one that's up on the wall. It's actually a really small kiddie version. I had an opportunity for only 25 Canadian to get a really good one that actually shakes the thunder and all that stuff, and it actually had the thong on the bottom. It looked awesome, and I didn't get it. I wasn't very good at justifying these things to my wife before. You know what I'm saying? Now, like the Songbird that I just got. Hey, where'd you go, baby? There you are. This Songbird that I just got, you know how I convinced her to get this? I literally just took it and I was like, oh, wow, I've been looking for this. And I just put it in the cart and that was it. And I walked away. And, like, I didn't realize that's all I had to do with my wife. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I should have just done that with the Thor hammer because I really wanted it. But, Daredevil tied to Agents of S.h.i.e.L.D. Don't know what that means. Will we see any Wolverine cameo in Deadpool 2? I would not be dissatisfied if we saw that. That could be fun. But Hugh Jackman did say the only way he would return as Wolverine would be if he was a part of the Avengers. So, in all honesty, like, bottom line, this dude, real talk, they need to make an Avengers movie where it seems like everybody dies, but they get like the maybe it's called Infinity War, where they actually get like, you know, a whole bunch of different versions of themselves fighting with each other and fighting against each other, and like the incursions, and then they come across and it's like, here's this final like farewell to this version of the MCU, where they just have like all these different timelines of the superheroes together, where literally you've got Ryan Reynolds there as Deadpool, where you've got, because they could keep that one going, whatever, but where you've got Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, and just shrink him. You know, when he's standing next to Thor, he doesn't need to be as tall as Thor, but just, you know, CGI shrink him, you know, just whatever, and just have him in there and shaking hands with Captain America, you know, and saying, I remember you. World War II, right? I remember you. You know, and then just, you know, Hugh Jackman just gives a little, you know, Hugh Jackman Aussie wink. Just something like that, you know? Like, I would love to see a moment like that, you know? See Peter Parker just kind of, you know, like, you know, oh, hi, those things they just come right out of your hands, don't they? Wow, hi. I would love to see just all of that. You know what I'm saying? That would be great. That's how I want to see them. And I want to see the original, like from X-Men 1 and 2. I want to see that Scott Summers. I want to see Famke Janssen come back as Jean Grey. Just for that. I don't need to see freaking Game of Thrones version of Jean Grey. I don't need to see any of that nonsense. I want to see all the original. I want to see Anna Paquin come back as Rogue. Just for a cameo, man. Just for a cameo in an Avengers movie. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to see. That's what's missing out of my life right now. After that, we'll start working on a good DCEU and then have a crossover. Because I'm telling you, I know everybody wants to say it's not going to happen, but all of us thought that we weren't ever going to get a good, you know, Iron Man movie in our lifetime, or a good Captain America movie in our lifetime. We thought forever, oh, there's no way that they're ever going to bring Spider-Man to the Marvel Universe. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there's no way that they're ever going to get the rights back to X-Men and Fantastic Four. And every single time we say it's never going to happen, just, no. Wrong answer, bud. I believe it's going to happen. I believe that in my lifetime, we're going to see Superman and Thor, Superman and Hulk going back and forth with each other. I believe that's going to happen in my lifetime. You heard it here. Yeah, Iceman being gay was handled poorly. Yeah. I like how you said turn gay, because everyone thinks that Jean Grey triggered him to be gay. Yeah, right? It's like, let's see. Oh, yes, there's the gay part of your brain. No, like that's that would be something. That would be something. Did you hear about DC considering a Hawkman and Hawkgirl movie? I don't want to see it. I don't want it to happen. I do not want it to happen. I need DC, I need Warner to get their heads out of their butts. Like, literally, I need to hear the sound of their heads being removed from their butts so that we can actually get a good DCEU. And it stinks because I kind of like I like Superman as Superman. You know what I'm saying? Gal Gadot could just use her acting lessons, and then I like seeing her as Wonder Woman. She looks like a great Wonder Woman. You know what I'm saying? She's got the height, she's got the look, she's got the attitude, she's got the accent. She's almost perfect for Wonder Woman. Now, if only she were actually an actor. That being said, I love Henry Cavill as Batman. He'd make a good Batman. But I'm good with seeing him as Superman. I don't need to see Surfer Dude Aquaman. I don't need to see Hang Ten. Shut up. I'll stick that freaking trident up your butt sideways. Shut up. Like, I want to see actually good stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to see this moron as Barry Allen. You know what I'm saying? What the heck is his name? Ezra Miller. I don't need to see this moron being like, he would get out of here with that. I need to see somebody who's actually intelligent, highly intelligent to play Barry Allen. You know what I'm saying? We could have a wisecracker as Wally West. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even Ezra Miller, but he's not. Why is he Barry Allen? Why did they do that to us? We've already got Barry Allen. You know what I'm saying? He's in the Flash TV show. Put Wally West in there. That was just such a dumb move. DC, like, Like, Warner Brothers is just screwing things up over and over and over again. And enough of us are saying, we're getting kind of tired of Zack, you know, and just, nope, they keep on like, oh, you want to see more of Zack? No, we're tired of Zack. You want a Zack jumpstart? You're tired? You need more Zack? You really need your ears checked, don't you? So, yeah, they could hear us better if they pulled their heads out of their butts. So I don't want to see, cause you know what, like the first Aquaman on the big screen is Aqua Dude. It's not Aquaman. It's not even Aqua Lad. It's Aqua Dude. I don't care that Jason Momoa looks like Aquaman. You know what I'm saying? Or looks like a very cool version of Aquaman. It's not about the looks. It's not only about the looks, man. It's about so much more than that. Aquaman is a surfer dude now. That's not cool. I'm not cool with that. Mira looks gorgeous. She looks awesome. I don't know how she's going to actually act. She didn't impress me, you know, with what she did in the Justice League movie, but we'll see. Jeez, I don't want to see the first time that Aquaman comes to the big screen just be some dude with, you know, like a pretty cool costume, but it looks completely different, and just like, you know, I am Hawkman, and I'm mad all the time, and that's not Hawkman. That's not Hawkman. That's only him when he fights. He's actually an archaeologist in this current lifetime, and he's got how many lifetimes of knowledge behind him and these different skills and everything. He's literally, quite literally, one of the most experienced, if not the most experienced person in all of the DC universe. Wonder Woman's not as old as him. This guy comes from the Egyptian times, and according to Dark Knight's Metal, he comes from way before that, like the Paleolithic times, like the times of the cavemen. You know what I'm saying? The bird clan, where the clan of owls actually comes from, and then the bat clan. Those two clans that fought each other. Wow. So literally the oldest, most experienced person in all of history. And so he's mad all the time? Some people just don't know how to write some Hawkman, and that's failed to me, man. I want to see better than that. I will check out what you do with the Mockingbird thing. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm probably going to make that into a spotlight on story, just like some spare thing. I'll probably do all 8 of those issues. I think that's what I'm going to do. Because it was a really good story, I just didn't like the end of it. Agreed, Stan was like a glorified... I don't know who that Fabian Nyansenza was. He would do the dialogue. Yeah, he would do the dialogue. You know what I'm saying? The real writers and plotters are the artists, Ditko, Kirby, Marie, Severin. Yeah, agreed. 100% agreed. Do you think we'll ever get the Illuminati? We will absolutely get the Illuminati in the MCU. There's zero doubt about that in my mind. Clone Saga, Clone Wars was George Lucas and David... You're right, thank you, Dick. Opinions on the Incredible Hulk, Ed Norton Hulk film. I think that it was really good, but, yes, R.I.P. Phil Bixby. I think that the, yeah, I don't even mind going like 3 hours today. Whatever, just, I don't want to. I actually want to end this up because I do have more work to do. I've got a big thing ahead over on Nerderkey at 6 o'clock on Monday. I'm going to do a Dungeons & Dragons version of Venom for the video that I do over on Nerderkey. So Monday at 6 o'clock, I'm going to D&Di's Venom, and let's see if the other guys are up to the the other Nerderkists are up to the task on their end. We'll see. We'll see. They were together today, so they had the time. Anyway, you sure Aquaman will be good because of James Wan? I'm hoping so also, but again, we'll see. What were we saying there? What were we just saying about the Hulk? I don't remember. Saying maybe at the beginning of X-Men. Oh man. TV, a crossover definitely happened. Sounds like Crisis on Infinite, Secret Wars or Crisis of Two Earths. Yes. Thor from Return of the Incredible and the Daredevil. Yes, that was bad. And Black Widow was in the Death of the Incredible Hulk. Black Widow was in the Death of the Incredible Hulk? I don't recall that at all. I will go back and I will watch that. I don't think she was, though. But what I do know is that they were planning on doing Iron Man in the Death of the Incredible Hulk. There's no joke. There was actually a trailer where they showed, because they were, a TV trailer where they were going to show. They showed a guy actually in the suit with the blinky thing on the eye, and it would have been horrible. It would have been just like Thor throwing the hammer and it makes a flash of lightning and falls down, or Daredevil's just this guy in a ninja suit. It's like the suit's not even red. They're crying out loud. But yeah, they were going to do Iron Man. It would have been horrible, but they were actually planning on the Death of the Incredible Hulk having Iron Man, Tony Stark, in it. That's what they were planning. So if Natalia Romanova was actually in it, that's awesome. Buckaroo Banzai? What? Okay. Yes, I did just hear... Well, no. Go Skill, the Plastic Man movie. Somebody said, hey, if there was going to be a Plastic Man movie, I would like to actually play Plastic Man. I don't remember who that was. I just saw it briefly. I was like, okay, that's just somebody talking. Shut up. That's not news. Stop it. That's not news. I hate when people report on something. Like, they made a whole entire article about some guy making a comment, probably on Twitter or something like that. Like, so what? That's not news, man. Comic book channel newscasters are so lazy nowadays. Victor, not comics related, but I just got the D&D starter set. Nice! And I'm hoping to run for my brother-in-law and his friends soon. Nice, dude. Yeah, Dungeons & Dragons is the way to go. Loves me some D&D, dude. Havoc fan, don't mind if mine Phantom of the Opera or Jonah Hex. Ooh, Jonah Hex, yes! Keep the scar on his face, same as in the books. Agreed. Which Moon Knight is best to get into? The current one is actually kind of cool by Max Bemis, Jeffrey Lane. I like me some current one. Zack Snyder is done with the DC. Yeah, we'll see about that. We'll see about that. Can't believe they cast Momoa as the Crow. He is literally the opposite of how Eric was conceived. Yeah, like a gothic... Exactly, a gothic Iggy Pop, which is why when I saw him in the next movie, the Crow sequel, City of Angels, I think it was called, that was perfect. I was like, they got Iggy Pop! Versus Momoa, dude, bro. Yeah, exactly. Jason Momoa seems like such a good... Should have been Lobo. Exactly. Exactly my opinion. Either he or The Rock should have been Lobo. That's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. Either one of them, I think, would have been a great Lobo. They both got that funny aspect about them. Aquaman has been retconned too many times in comics. Yeah. To make a coherent movie script? No, not necessarily. It could be put together, and you just take one version of him. Professor Bill, you forgot on Entourage, Vince Chase plays Aquaman. Did he actually play Aquaman? And that wasn't actually on the big screen. Oh, wait, they did make an Entourage movie. Did they do that? I watched a couple of episodes of Entourage when it was actually on the air, not just in syndication. And I don't remember that. DC Universe Online is a good game to play, by the way. I've been playing for 6 years. You still play it? I was going to come back to it, and I realized that unless you're actually buying things, it's still just the same old missions, and it's kind of boring. But I did also see that they got the new... Like, they're focusing more on new powers than anything else. But I did see they just started the Aquaman stuff recently, so that looks kind of cool. I wouldn't mind being Mira or Aqualad. Heck yeah. Black Widow was the Russian spy who was getting into the lab. Later, she was on the run with David. Did they actually say her name was Black Widow? I really don't remember that, but that's awesome. It's a good idea. Easy as heck to do, right? David fell in love with her in the movie. She had short hair in the movie. Huh. Was it at least red? Did they at least make it red? Kevin Durant for Kraven the Hunter. Oh my god, I'm at the bottom of the comments. Yay! Michael Louisel. What's going on, man? Okay, so here. I'm going to... Where's my phone? There it is. So I'm going to take a look at what my Eye of Agamotto has sent me. So let me get rid of this and... Oops. That's the wrong... Push the wrong button. I'm supposed to go here and get rid of that. There we go. Okay, so let's get on here. And let's check out my Twitter. Let's see what the eye, the all-seeing Eye of Agamotto has sent. Boom. Show me. Oh yeah, that's looking good. Batman versus what's his face? Booster Gold. I am digging it, and that is some gorgeous art. I'm going to show you again. That is such gorgeous art. That looks like it was painted. That looks like a commission piece. Dang, that is good. Who did that? Is that Jason Fabok? Is that who actually did that, Sean? Batman, Joker, and Catwoman. Yes, I can't wait to see that. Whoa, hello. What's this? Should have looked. Avengers preview art. Yeah, they're putting a lot of... Jason Aaron wants a lot of previews for Avengers coming out. The upcoming Avengers story. What is this? Wonder Woman variant. That looks pretty good. I like when they're doing paintings on the front cover. I dig that. But at the same time, I also like when the same artist is doing it. You know, the artist who does the inside does the outside too. Bunch of variants. Mystery character in Infinity Wars comic. Whoa, 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 whoa. There's a mystery character. Sean, I'm going to need a little more detail on that. Who is this? This character's in the Infinity War comic? Gonna need to know details, bruh. All these different versions of the Bat Family's Batman variant. Oh, yeah, a whole bunch of stuff. The new character champion. You know what I'm going to try and do? This is Snowguard. New character who just appeared. If you guys like to collect first appearances, issue number 19 of the Champions just came out last week. This is a brand new character who just showed up. Thanks for all that stuff, dude. So anyway, yeah, what is this? We have no clue who the character is. Oh, we have no clue, huh? Where did they appear yet in the comics, or is that up and coming, dude? Yeah, her hair was red, and they did call her Natasha. Son of a gun. Okay, I have to go back and read that. Jeffrey Lane, man, if you're right on this, you the man. You the man. Do you think a big budget, $250 million DBZ would work? I think it'd be awesome if it was done right. See, that's the thing. It doesn't always take money to get the movie done right. You know what I'm saying? Like, the most important part of it is having a tournament. That is what Dragon Ball Z was all about. And Dragon Ball. Like, those are, I didn't watch it like the GT or any of the other ones. I saw a DB and DBZ. You know what I'm saying? And it was all about tournaments. That's it. Even it was like, we have to save the world. Oh, here's this alien ship we have to go on. Okay, so instead of just flying up to the top, we have to go plane by plane by plane, level by level, and get to the top. So who wants to take this first guy? But did you just like, I'll take the first guy. Okay, now let's see, you beat the next guy. Like, it was all just a tournament. It was all a big video game. If they have somebody who could do something to that effect and have an actual diehard fan base who will give suggestions as they're going along, I'm just saying, how could that movie go bad? Do we really need to see like $250 million added to this movie to make it that great? No, making a good movie is about the believability. It's not about the CGI. Everybody in the movie industry just thinks, oh yeah, man, just sink a whole bunch of CGI into it, or sink a whole bunch of special effects into it. No, make a good script. That's all we really need to see, you know? You're more Kane than me, you're 6'5". Whoa, you're 7'1"? I feel bad for you, dude. That's horrible. Oh my god, I mean, like, you're huge and you get to walk around and just, like, push people out your way, I guess, but, ooh, wow. 7'1". Dude, that's like big cast, man. Yeah, and of course, I don't need to say it, but careful your knees, man. Like, I already have knee problems. I have to be careful how I walk just because my height. Ooh. They're saying how the Man of Steel 2 is confirmed by WB. Yes, yeah, it was confirmed for a long time. It was supposed to be Batman vs. Superman. That was supposed to be Man of Steel 2. MOS 2 BVS. That's actually how it was supposed to be presented. Just really quick, the Dragon Ball Z movie, if they're going to spend a lot of money on it, spend the money on the hair. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Okay, that's it. Looks like we're at the end. So, guys, I generally had a great time. I hope you guys had a great time, too. This was Comic Book University After Dark. We're going to get really kinky here. No, we're not. But, yeah, dudes, not tomorrow, but next week is going to be Free Comic Book Day. So it's going to be quick, you know, knock all this stuff out. Also, on Wednesday, don't forget that you can, for 25 cents, buy DC Nation issue 0. And then, yeah, what do you call it? Or you can get it for free online. Same day, I believe, same day. You can get it for free online. And don't forget also, what the heck was it? Shoot, there's one other thing. Oh, Infinity War. You have to go and see Infinity War. If you're on the fence in any way, shape, or form, get off the fence and go see the damn movie. If you're still on the fence, look at my 15-minute or so non-spoiler review. Alright? That should put you in the mood for it. And then once you've seen it, go check out the spoiler review, because we're talking the heck out of that movie. Oh my god. Probably the best movie I've ever seen. You're 6'1". Lies! Nice, dude. Whatever, he just added a foot. Yeah, we've all added a foot here and there. Anyway, so yeah, seriously, go see Infinity War in the theaters. You will not regret it. Done and done. Alright, guys, that is it for me. Yeah, Thanos is like a saw. He just cuts through everybody. Great show today. DCUO will be having the Death of Superman trilogy in May. What? Oh my. Okay. Okay, I will check it out. Did you check out that comic stream I was telling you about? Which comic stream were you telling? Oh, wait, you were telling me about the online one. I looked at the online thing. Yes. Definitely look up Kevin Durand. Okay, I will look up Kevin Durand. Kevin Durand. I think that was supposed to be for Aquaman, right? To play Aquaman. Anyway, okay, so that's it for me, guys. Yeah, I'm probably gonna. We just got back from a restaurant a couple hours ago, but I'm hungry again. I'm hungry again. I'm gonna have to burn the heck out of these calories somehow. All right, guys. Professor Bell, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.